everyone, welcome back again to Play Anywhere Raleigh. My name is Brian Greedo and I'm a director at Optimist Community Center with the City of Raleigh Park Recreation and Cultural Resources. So we took this outside. We are now outside, behind the outside part of Optimist baseball field, our softball field, and we're going to work on a sport called Ultimate. Ultimate is similar to a sport of soccer where you run around and you, instead of hitting a ball, you use a disc to actually throw it to one another, and you work on catching and throwing. So for these next few videos, we're going to be working on some basic skills of our positioning to get ready to throw, some throwing skills, and also working on catching. So what I want you to do, if you don't have a disc like this one, you can use a Frisbee that you might have lying around, but most of the time the discs have a picture on the one side and it has an upside down, it kind of looks like a bowl. The biggest thing about getting ready to throw a disc is knowing the right position to stand at. So stance is really, really important. Almost like ready in baseball where you're kind of staying there ready to go. You want to make sure your feet are about shoulder width apart just in getting ready to go. And I always want you to start with your fingers are going to go underneath the disc. So your fingers here, these four fingers are going to go under the disc, and then you have your thumb up on top. So the only thing you should be seeing here is your thumb up on top. It looks like you're driving a car. I always say you put your thumbs up here and you're driving the car as you're moving there. You're going to hold that really, really tight with two hands. And all I want you to do first is just hold that really tightly there and hold it right out in front of you. Now the next thing is figuring out, okay, which is your stronger hand? Which hand do you throw with? Do you throw it with your left hand? Do you throw it with your right hand? So whichever hand you're going to throw it with, I want you to have a really good grip on it. And then you're going to take one hand off and you're going to hold it with a really tight hand there. And all you're going to do is snap your wrist. So by snapping that wrist right there, we're going to be building this strength in our throws. Fingers are the grip. That's the number one thing. We want to have a good grip, have our fingers under there, thumb is up on top, and then move that wrist. Great, moving that wrist, we're kind of moving it back and forth, whether you're using your left hand or your right hand, it's the same thing. Just moving that wrist back and forth. Great, now after you do that, I want you to take that same positioning again, and I want you to hold it right out in front of you, and I want you to just move that wrist. Don't let anything go, just move the wrist. So arm is out in front of you, you're just gonna move the wrist. That's that position that we're working through. So we have a good grip, we have a good stance, and we're moving that wrist as we're getting ready here. That's it, just keep working on that motion, moving it up and down, moving that wrist, getting it set. Don't wave your arms all over the place, just kind of keep it nice and controlled, good grip here, and just moving that wrist. Great, and just keep working on that basic motion of getting that positioning, good stance there, knees are slightly bent, moving that wrist, holding over there. So that's the first part of the series we're going to work through, just getting a good stance, a good grip, and then we're going to be working on some throwing and also some catching skills. So thank you so much for joining us once again in Play Anywhere Raleigh. I'm Brian Greedo, and you guys have a great day.